Well, I guess we successfully colonized the Navi, humanity uber alles, with America at the helm. More specifically, California-nya, that bastion of culture that probably managed to win at Civ, the cultural victory. Because here you have Navi with the body type A and the body type B. Remember that part in the movie? My God, it was the best part where they were like, hey, body type A, get down. Body type B, go in, you know? I love the fact that progressive ideology, the enlightened minds of our times, the ones that struggle, they struggle really hard in academia to have those brain farts. They came up with the concept of erasing trans people, right? Like erasing. Not like the movie Eraser. No. It's like with a pencil. Where you have a pencil and a rubber and you rub them out, you see? You rub them out. From the scripts, from the story, you rub them out. You're erasing. You're like a magician. You're like a magician and you're going like, boom, I erase you. And what they mean by this is if you don't have enough representation, it's the opposite, the counterspell of erasing. It's like representation and poof, they poof in reality, right? My fucking God, like social justice ideology is so fucking awesome. Like if you were a child, like if you're like a 6-year-old and you try to learn these concepts, it's like you're a wizard, Harry. It's like you're a wizard in Harry Potter and you can do shit just by using your language, just by using your vocal cords. You create things into existence. You erase things just by, you misgender someone. Poof, they're erased. It's like Avada Kedavra. That's why they hate J.K. Rowling. She's onto them. But all jokes aside, like what do they mean by erasing? It means like not having representation. It means that if you create something of fiction, like if you take a pencil and you put it onto a paper, it's like a crime against humanity in the making. So if you do not include something, right, you're erasing. How is this like not erasing women though? Like when you replace it with body type A and body type B, and then like everyone knows what you're talking about. Like it's so fucking painfully obvious what you're talking about. Probably it's confusing for young people and people outside the United States, right? Like people who are suffering because they're outside of California and they don't have access to the bastion of human knowledge that is locked there. They don't get it, but I mean, it's also easy to point it out because, see, while they hate the male gaze, they absolutely adore the female and the homosexual gaze, which is nothing wrong with them, but like it's overly represented. Like you're going to have the men shirtless, chest out, big muscles, right? So that the women can salivate. And those are the body type B. Like if the chest is out, body type B, that's the men. If the chest is covered, body type A, because, as strong and as tsuyoi the social justice magic is, it still cannot fight against the ESRB. Like the ESRB are going to find the living shit out of them if they have a booba in the open. Even if it's like body type, no. Like the ESRB knows. The ESRB is this misogynistic organization, this transmophobistic entity, and they just peer through the bullshit. Like they just know which is body type A, but no, they're like bad women. What are you doing? Are you showing the titty of a woman? Like if you show the titty of a man, it's fine. All of a sudden, did you notice that? Like, the ESRB doesn't care, like, how do you identify? What are your How does the ESRB know, though? How does the ESRB know when a body type is without a shirt? How do they know if it's a man or a woman? The magic that they have, can you imagine? They're smarter than the academia. Like the smartest university professor that studies post-colonial diversification. The ESRB is even smarter than that, my God. But, I watched the gaming awards. Holy shit. Everyone is doing the body type now. And I find that to be absolutely fascinating, right? Like, what are the odds? What are the odds? When you went to school and you had to do your homework, right? And the teacher would say, like, write something about how your holiday was. Some bullshit like that. Like, your teacher would give you an assignment. And you would have to write it down. How often was it? I mean, even if you went to the same school and it's the same teacher, but how often was it that you would write literally the exact same shit? The exact same themes as your colleague. Like, what were the odds of that? So why is it that when you have like all these diverse corporations that like just pour in diversity, it's like more diversity, more, how much? More, right? And they have like people that are paid hundreds of thousands of dollars, like more than you and your entire family. They feast, they put food on the table with your money, and it's like more diversity, diverse. And they have the same fucking ideas. What are the chances of that? Really? Like at least have body type X. And that would surprise me. I'd say, oh, this one is different. This one did something different. But no, literally everyone. Or at least have body type 1 and body type 2. Like, surprise me a little bit. Take me by shock. No, this is it. And that is the skin disease as well. The vitiligo. It's like, because you have to represent, like, video games are like the magic mirror. You need to see yourself when you play the video game, right? All of them. It's like, there's other skin diseases though. Like, why aren't those represented? Why don't you have like herpes being represented? I mean, herpes is more common. I think it's like over 80% of the population which has it. Did you know that? No, seriously, like, look it up. It's just that your immune system keeps it suppressed. Like, even if you have it. And when your immune system is weak, boop, you get it on the mouth. Or in other places. Why don't we have that represent? Why don't you have herpes in Baldur's Gate? Because you have like bouncing cock and shit, and it's like, well, we need to represent everything. We need to show. Okay, well, where is the herpes? I know you can't show AIDS though, so I understand why that isn't there. What about like cancer? Like have the characters with lymphoma? Huh? Why are people with lymphoma being erased from it? Why can't we have those? But yeah, all jokes aside, I was like just wondering which companies don't have this anymore, right? Because like, even though we live under capitalism, you don't have selection. Like, everything is the fucking same, isn't it? And the answer seems to be Eastern Europe companies, minus CD Projekt Red, and Asian companies. Like, these are the only ones that somehow managed to be creative and do things differently. Everyone else is copying each other sober. And you know, it's not just like the body type A and B and shit. But the video games themselves, did you notice like that they're almost identical? In the sense, it's like, okay, it's a third-person shooter, and you have like some form of open world where you open the map and you go from objective to objective. And as you're progressing through the game, like, you're leveling up. And it's like literally every single fucking game that's coming out that I'm looking at it. And it's like, holy shit, this one too? Wow. Let me know what you guys think. And as usual, I will see you in the comment section. Take care.